Welcome to the OFX podcast. I'm Dave Claxton. Along with me, as always, is the creative crafter of combines, Bethany McChesney. And we're better late than never this week. So we're actually recording on the same day when I'm going to edit it and release it and get it all out because, well, we were busy doing other shit.
Yeah. Mhm.
So, your gym didn't burn down.
Oh, no. What an adrenaline dump on a Thursday morning. Was it Thursday morning? Was that yesterday?
I think so. I think it was yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, I was driving to the gym and I started to see flashing lights and big puffs of smoke, and I started to panic that my gym was on fire. Also because the day before I did forget to shut the heater off during the day in the office. So I was like, oh my gosh, I burned down the gym. And all the roads were blocked off by police barricades. So I was zipping all around trying to get to the gym and I couldn't get there. So I ended up just parking my car and like running towards the gym, and I realized it was the building beside the gym that was on fire. And it's an old abandoned uh convenience store. So it's been abandoned now for a few years. And it's one of those things in a small town where if you leave something alone for too long, someone's going to burn it down. Someone's
Yes.
either there's people living in it, it's going to be burned down. It is the way it is. Yeah, so it was quite the morning. The gym was full of smoke though, so we did have to open all the big doors and air it out. And but yeah, I did have a moment of severe panic on the at 5:30 in the morning.
I think anytime I've had stuff like that too, where I've been driving home and there's been an ambulance like a couple of doors down or something, and you just freak
Yeah.
out,
Oh yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Like huge adrenaline dump.
Yeah, well, I mean, luckily, and so, but no smoke damage to the gym.
No, it did smell pretty bad for a day, but there wasn't smoke damage. And they did check all the walls because it was the building just across the street, and the flames were heading in the direction of the gym, but no, everything seemed fine.
So
Mhm.
you had two traumatic events because it was in the last week you also finally got rid of your old car.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
didn't know this is your first car.
It was the only car I've ever owned. Yeah. I bought it when I
Okay, so so
was
so so how old are you?
I'm 40.
This
I've
is
owned
the
one
only car
vehicle.
you've ever owned.
Yeah. Yeah, so I bought it right before Emerson was born. So it's I never owned a car before that. So
I would probably need a
I rode
half
my bike everywhere.
I would probably need a half hour to list all the cars I've owned.
Oh, no. I mean I used public transit through university. I rode my bike. I don't know, you just get by. And then we shared a car when we first got married. And then when we had two kids, I was like, okay, I should probably be a real adult now. And I bought a car.
I've had a car of my own since I was 13 years old.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh.
It wasn't always legally on the road, but I've always had one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow,
Mhm.
Beth, we grew up different.
Yes, we did.
All right.
Yeah, and it was time. It was time for a new one. There's a lot of things about that car though that were pretty comical that were falling apart, but I'm like, it's still functional though. Like the handles falling off and stuff if you pull too hard, it still works. It's just funny. And for about 6 years, I used a crutch to hold up the back tailgate.
You did get that fixed, and it was monumentous.
I did get that fix. It was like life changing. I just thought it was going to be super expensive, so I left it. And I thought the crutch was just kind of funny.
That
But
that
yeah,
that car needed a crutch.
it did. Yeah. And at first I was going to sell it, and then I said, no, this car, it should just be donated to a good cause. So we called Teen Challenge.
Get a good tax receipt for that, don't you?
Yeah, you do. You get a big tax receipt. So.
Because I'm like, okay, so my mighty Fiat 500, right?
Mhm.
Which obviously I have not had since Emerson was born. Um, it it's developed an issue. And I don't know if it's like a major. Driving home from work, not yesterday, but the day before, and it developed like a huge misfire. And plus it's been burning a little oil. I'm like, oh crap, like is this it? Is she gonna make it home?
Mhm.
And it was really bad. And I'm like, "Ugh," but it made it. And it'll still start and it'll still run, but it's got a huge misfire. And I'm like, it could either be completely toast or just a simple misfire, easy fix to solve. So I'm going to take it to the mechanic. He's going to figure it out. But it's the same way as your car, where it has some funny things.
Yeah.
So it has three doors, technically. It's got the two doors and the hatchback. None of the three doors function properly, which is hard to believe when the door's only purpose is just to open and close. But
Hmm.
like the driver's door is missing the ability to lock it with a key because that fell out. The passenger door, you have to like open it a certain way or it won't open or it won't close. And the hatchback just will not open at all unless you crawl into the back and flick a switch from the inside. So
Oh,
three doors, none that will function properly. But here's the thing. Heater works great, AC works great, brakes work great, drives fantastic. Well, it did until the other day. And
yeah. And fuel efficient.
fuel efficient and it's comfy. It's quite comfy.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But we are entertaining looking at some other stuff and figuring it out. And I was thinking the same thing too. Like I'm not gonna get nothing to sell it, but I might if we do get rid of it, I'll probably donate it and take that tax receipt because
Yeah.
that's always a good thing to have.
Yeah.
Little income tax receipt. But that's cool. I wanted to hear because you showed me your event and I liked the workout, but what so what was the purpose? It was like for the hockey team?
Yeah, so we do fundraisers for the hockey teams, especially the competitive programs, just because it's so expensive and the costs add up. It's not just like your registration fee, and hockey parents understand this. It's like, okay, then there's tournament fees and then extra ice fees, and then you bring in trainer fees, and like it's ongoing. Like there's always being money asked to come out for hockey. So we do fundraisers throughout the whole year. So I thought I would do one that was a bit more fun, where the kids could participate, and then it would give people a bit of an experience too. So it was open to the public, and I called it the Fit Farm Combine because it was a bit of a testing ground for hockey players is what I wanted it to be.
Mm.
So and it was a good combination of strength stuff and cardio, but and not too much in either direction. So we wouldn't have like our strong kids always beating, the fast little guys. So it was a good balance. We were supposed to have at first it was going to be 160 meters of running in between 10 stations, like the DEKA mile. But it was a snowstorm that day. So we took the running out, and then we had just the indoor, so it's kind of like a strong. But I actually think it ended up probably being better that way, just because again, I think with the running in between, it would have really favored our fast guys. Um, and I think it would have been a lot harder for them. I think it
Mm.
was the right amount. Um,
Well, I think sometimes you speedy people forget when you do like a DEKA strong or whatever, or like what you set up. There's still a lot of cardio in there. It's still predominantly
it,
cardio.
oh, it is for sure. Yeah. Um, but yeah, running is just when there's a run in between everything, it really favors people that can run. So then it's a lot weighted towards the cardio. So, and the way I designed it too, because I thought it would be a bit of a fun trap, is you start on the assault bike. So you're sitting on the assault bike and we say ready, set, go. And it's just 10 cals at the beginning. But 10 cals is enough that you can kind of sacrifice yourself and smash it so fast, but then you go right off the bike into burpee over hurdles. So which again is another trap, and then onto the rower. So the first three stations are designed that if you smash them, you will blow up hard. So
I'm taking the
every
trap. I'm going for it.
Oh yeah. But
I'm
then you're like,
going
but
for
it's
it.
so short that you're like, I'm just gonna do it and see. So and every guy did the same thing. Every guy. We had a lot of like male female partnerships, and
Yeah.
every guy smashed the bike, smashed the burpees, got on the rower, and then we had box overs. And by the time so it went box overs, dumbbell snatch, skier, lunges, push-ups. By the time they got to the hand release push-ups, they were like barely able to move.
By the way, thank you for putting in hand release shoulder tap push-ups. Aren't they great? Like,
Yeah, well then exactly. There's no there's no movement. Are they close enough? Are they not?
You have to
It's
attend
funny though when you trying to do them really fast is really confusing because you're kind of like tap 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 tap. So there's a couple times I went to tap my shoulders when I was on the ground. I was like, nope, that's not right.
because
So doing them really fast with lactic acid
you were
actually
doing the
is kind of
double tap, right? Because normally when I do them, I just do one tap per side, right? But you were doing the
no,
double
we
tap.
did double tap.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
double
And then
tap,
the
hand
med
release,
ball
take it.
carry from Atlas, which I really like it from Atlas too. So the med ball carry and then you drop.
I think that that might be one of my favorite movements in any of the races.
Yeah, I really like it too. And again, I wanted movements where anybody could just step into the gym and they could do it. So there wasn't really much of a learning curve. And then it finished with 20 push press. Um, which I also really like to finish with because if you're dying, that stuff is so hard.
Oh,
So,
and
yeah,
when you break up a push press, it's not like it takes time because you set it down, you end up backing away. Like
you have
there's
to clean it again.
there's rarely a 5 second push press break. It's like 30 seconds generally by
Yeah.
the time you put it back up there.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was fun. We had a lot of like male female races where there was like, a bet on the line, and which was pretty fun because again, it was a way that like if the women were smart with their strategy, they could take over the guys when they hit that push-up one. And we did have that happen a bunch of times too. So it was really fun. And the boys, we very strategically partnered them up, like our little fast guys and then, two strong defense or whatever. And we had a lot of really great battles. So yeah, a lot of really, really tight ones, which was it was such a good team bonding experience, I think. And then for them to just really get that feeling of like what it's like to push yourself through something that, because we know it's not like the shorter the event, the easier it is.
Oh,
Sometimes it's way harder. So our fastest times were around 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
Um,
Nice.
yeah, 8 minutes, which I didn't really think it would be that fast. And then the slowest times were like 15.
Okay.
So it's that zone of wait, if you push, that really hurts. Like I did it in 8:02.
Okay.
And only one person was faster than me by 2 seconds.
Who's that?
Guess.
Well, I don't know everyone who went there, but I'm gonna guess
Oh, but
Lindsay.
people that you know.
I'm gonna
Who?
guess Lindsay.
No, Lindsay didn't come.
Oh, okay.
Mason.
Oh, Mason. Okay. Well, that was pretty, yeah.
Yeah, Mason beat me by 2 seconds.
And it was so you 8
But
minutes?
we were not head to head, so he was against another big guy on the team.
Okay, okay. 8 minutes, 8 minutes. Like your Mason or Mason?
My Mason.
Your Mason. Oh,
My Mason.
mom. Ouch.
I know.
It's
So he
happened.
it
It
happened.
happened.
Yeah. At 14 years old, my kid has beat me at something that I'm good at.
All right. So he was the fastest.
Yeah, he was the fastest.
All right. I got to beat 8 minutes then. Okay. So
Yeah.
lay it all out for me. Lay it all out like line for line here.
8 cal, 8 cal bike, 20 burpee over hurdles,
How high's
10
your
cal,
hurdle?
sorry, 10 it's 10 cals on the machines.
Okay.
Sorry, 10 cal bike. The hurdles are just like the 6-inch hurdles.
So like a barbell height?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a barbell would be higher.
Oh, okay. So 6 inch hurdle. Okay.
Yeah.
So if I took like
Um,
two foam blocks and put a stick across it, that'd work.
yeah. Yeah, or dumbbells.
Okay. And
Like
it's
it's
not,
at the height of dumbbells.
and it's not facing, it can be lateral.
Sideways. Yeah, lateral.
Okay.
Yeah. 10 cal row. 20 box overs. So you would do the DEKA height, 24 inches.
Okay. And it's box tw 20 of them? Okay.
Yeah, 20. It's always 20 reps,
Nice.
except
Something
the
like that.
machines. Yeah, except the machines are 10 cals. And then 20 dumbbell snatch. So you would use a 35.
Okay.
Women had 25. 10 cal ski. And then 20 forward lunges, and you would have a 40-pound sandbag. Women had a 30-pound sandbag. And then 20 hand release, double shoulder tap push-ups. So at the bottom, you hand release. At the top, you tap both shoulders. And then we had 100 meters of the med ball carry, and you dropped it every 10 meters.
Okay. How heavy?
So you would have a 60. So
Okay.
we did the DEKA weights, 40 and 60. So we did it was a 5 meter down, back, drop it, down, back, drop it.
Okay.
And then you finished with 20 two dumbbell push press, and you would have two 30s, and ladies had two 20s.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
8 minutes.
smash it.
I can do this. I can go sub eight. I can go sub eight.
Yeah, okay, we'll see.
I can do it. I can do it. It's the ones that I think will slow me down the most will be the burpees and
Mhm.
and obviously the hand release double tap push-ups, just because the amount of coordination and time it takes to
Yeah,
get your
yeah.
mind working on that. Um,
Hmm.
all right. Any strange standards for the burpees, or just chest one,
No, no,
chest
I
one,
just
chest
made it like people's feet had to go over the hurdle. So they couldn't do the like down and then you jump
sort of
like
side?
horizontal. You know what I mean? So your
Okay.
feet had to go over the hurdle. So
Okay.
you did have to jump your feet up to
Okay.
where the hurdle is.
But you can step over if you want,
You can step it. Yeah.
and there's no extension.
No, you don't have to stand
All
up.
right. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I think I can get
Yeah.
eight.
I made it pretty easy in the judging way.
Yeah, that's just smart, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
The only real thing that you're judging there, I guess, is the push press at the end.
Yeah, so and I was lenient with some people on lockout, not people that could do the weight, but 20 pounds was a bit heavy for some of our little guys.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all right. I'll lock it. I'll go all the way.
You'll be fine. Yeah, you'll be fine.
It's only what you said, 30 pounds each hand? Yeah.
30,
For
yeah.
20 reps.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I think that was
yeah.
like when I did the deadly dozen one. I think it's the same weight for 60.
Okay.
So
Yeah, the weights were kind of standard for like the stuff that we do. So, yeah, and then the boys, they under 16 did the women's weight.
okay. All right.
Yeah, which was
I
all,
yeah, I'm looking forward to trying. I really want to do it. I think it's a good workout. I think it'll be fun.
yeah.
And I like these little sprint workouts sometimes too. They're good.
Oh yeah. And we were saying too, it's stuff that you should kind of keep in the schedule too, because like once in a while, because that all out effort, like pure lactic acid, where you like taste blood at the end and then you
That
have that
tangy metal
smoker's
taste
cough.
at the end.
Yeah. Like that kind of stuff is just so good for you to do once in a while. And then, where you can't like say the address of where you are, or, like your last name, and you're just so out of it. Yeah, you just that full lactic acid to the brain is good for you.
You know my favorite. That's why in my workout program for me, I literally have it listed as anything can happen Saturday.
And just to smash it.
And it's just like anything, whatever I see that's fun or a sim or I want to do or just something that I enjoy, just whatever. As long as there's a certain, like it might be maybe a quick Metcon, something like that, where I slam through it, and then another 40 minutes of easier pace or whatever. Or it might be a full high rock sim. It might be LT game sim. It's just an anything goes, do something you enjoy Saturday, and
Yeah.
it's great. I like you just
Yeah.
and go and have fun.
Hmm.
Do an RX1 kind of style sim or something like that. Just shit's
Yeah. Hmm.
how fit can you get? Let's say that. How fit could you get just doing stuff like this? I guess that's pretty much CrossFit, high intensity over.
Yeah, you just can't do it all the time.
Yeah.
Because you can't go to the well like that every day.
No, and
So
that's
you
like
would be
just
hitting
Saturday.
maximal intensity if you were doing it every day. Yeah, once a week, once every other week, kind of depends on the length of it for sure.
Mhm.
But um, yeah, you could pretty fit because again, VO2 max is what you're really working there.
Yeah, yeah. And again, yeah, I like the only downside is if that's the only stuff you do is you tend to not work your weaknesses.
Yeah, unless you put in stuff. Well, and yeah, you can't just do stuff like that
Yeah.
in your training. That would be very CrossFit-esque.
Which is I don't CrossFit's okay. I just don't like that they do everything at high intensity.
Yeah, you can't do that all the time. You just can't. And I was sore for an 8 minute effort. I was sore the next day.
I believe it. I believe it. I know. So when I do a 500-meter all out on the row, like if I do as fast as I possibly can,
Mm.
I'm I'm not fried. I can work out the next day, but nothing works as well. Like it's like my CNS is just kind of shot. And
Yeah.
it's a less than 2 minute effort, but it just hurts so bad.
Yeah. Well, and we haven't been doing stuff like this in a while.
Yeah.
So my body was a little bit like, what the hell is
We
this?
we do 50K now.
I know. We do stuff that takes hours, not minutes.
That's awesome. So yeah, that's definitely on my list to try. Everybody listening should give it a shot. And that's a lot. Actually, it's a lot like the HTX without the running because that takes me 10, 11 minutes.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Mhm.
but in now when I do it because I'm doing the heavy weights, it's more of a heavy thing, right? It hits hard because the reps aren't high. It's just heavy. And if it
Yeah.
wasn't for the last clean and press, like I'd be well under 10 minutes. So
Yeah.
probably the same domain. Um,
Hmm.
well, that'd be a fun weekend. We could do them both together, like put them both into the same day.
What, the HTX and then the combine?
Yes. In the same day.
Okay. I could do that.
That would hurt. I'd like that. That'd be fun.
Yeah, and we'll get patches for both. Well, and a lot of people that did it were like, "Oh, I'd like to do it again to see if I can get better," because no one had ever gone through it before. So just knowing a lot, I mean, again, like I said, a lot of the guys blew themselves up at the beginning.
I intend to. I'm gonna
Oh
fly
yeah.
on that bike.
And
I'm
some of them it really didn't work. So I can see them wanting to do it again. And they could probably take 45 seconds off just because there were some guys just laying on the mat doing the push-ups.
I'm getting off that bike in less than 10 seconds.
Yeah, people did for sure.
And then but see, I'm not gonna. I think the difference though when I stretch, I'm not gonna hit the row as hard as some because you just
I couldn't. I was seeing stars by the time I hit the rower.
yeah, and I think that's a spot where reward a little time to recover and then get ready to hit the rest afterwards.
Yeah. Hmm.
I broke a skier today. We didn't break it, but I got it all like all knotted up.
Oh, we've had that happen before too. I
Yeah.
think when too many people let the handles go and it reverberates in the system, then the ropes knock off.
Yeah, I think on the inside it like kind of came off the spool and onto the axle there and got all knotted on there and oh.
Yeah,
But
we fixed some like that.
I know how to change them now.
Hmm.
That's right.
Yeah.
So this weekend we did the deck at Farm Girl, which is the only reason I was not doing your thing. Um,
Yeah.
it was really good as always, especially for a November one when you think everybody's just getting ready for Worlds. It was still packed. Um,
Yeah.
and it was a lot of fun. I did partner up with Darren, who owns a new DEKA affiliate in Mississauga.
I saw we had a new DEKA affiliate.
Yeah, yeah, and it's really interesting because it's combined in a place called Battle Arts Academy, which is like a fighting school, but not
Cool.
just like they got like grappling, professional wrestling. Um, yes,
Like,
yes, yes.
okay.
It's owned by a professional wrestler.
Who?
His name is Santino Morella.
Yeah, okay. I wouldn't know. I
Yeah,
don't know why I thought I would know. I don't know.
really, Beth, pop culture reference you were
No,
digging.
I don't know. No.
So anyway, we partnered up and we talked. I'd met him before, right? And then we talked a little bit, and he said he's strong. And so I kind of set up a basic strategy, kind of similar to what Juan and I would do, except we were splitting things a little bit more, just because we didn't know each other and everything like that. And it was his first ever actual run through of an actual legit deck of time, so
Mhm.
he wasn't really sure what to expect. So we went through it and did the basic strategy. So basically, he lunged. I started the row. He finished the row. I did all the box overs. He did the sit-ups. We split the ski. We split the farmer carry. We split the bike. I did the dead balls. We split the tank, and we split the burpees. Right. So we go out and he does the lunges, and the lunges are okay, right? And stuff, and not too bad. But then I get on the row. I rode my first half probably on an average of 125-ish, 127, somewhere between there. He got on and he rode his 250 at an average of under 120. Yeah, he was pulling it down at 112 at one point.
What?
Yeah. So his background where he said he's strong, he used to do strongman stuff and bodybuilding.
Oh, okay.
So he's
He's really powerful.
he's super powerful.
Hmm.
So yeah, the slowest he got to was a 120 pace when he came off. So I'm like, shit. I'm like, there's already number one flaw in my strategy here. Should have just had him. I should have lunged and let him do the whole thing.
Yeah.
So then I did the box overs, had good box overs, probably sub 30 seconds, just cruising on him really well. He did the sit-ups. Again, not his strong point. Got on the ski. We actually were pretty similar on the ski. I think he was pulling a little harder than me on the ski. Farmer carry, I started, was probably a little quicker in his section. I did 40, he did 60. I was probably a little quicker pace, but not much. Got on the bike and I did the first 12 cals in about 15 seconds, give or take. And then he probably did the next 13 in about 10 seconds. So I had that 10-second rest before I did the dead balls. So my dead balls
Yeah.
really sucked. Like it wasn't like I stopped, but they were not at the pace that I was anticipating because I was expecting to
Snappy.
rest.
Hmm.
And then um oh yeah, okay. And then we split the tank 1-1-1-1-1 right back and forth like that. And he was running with it.
He drew blood, didn't
Like full tilt. And then he was pulling it in the row so hard he actually cracked it on his shins and drew a little bit.
Oh, I've seen that happen before.
But he didn't stop. He didn't even notice till 20 minutes after we were done. And I had so little rest in between my times to go, and I hadn't recovered from before,
Uh-huh.
and I was dying. So
Mhm.
his tank destroyed mine. Mine wasn't bad. He just demoed me. And then normally like I was gonna do the first 10 burpees, but I did five and like, dude, jump in. He did five. We did 5 and 5 because I was like, holy shit, I was smashed. We did 11:26, which is okay.
Mhm.
I think if we did the strategy right, we could be sub 10
Yeah.
because with it, like I think he'll be sub 30 seconds on the bike. He'll be sub 130, maybe around a 125 on the row.
Yeah.
And then that will keep me not doing the bike, not doing the row. I'll do the sit up, I'll do the lunges, box sit ups. Like I'll do all that stuff. And I bet you we go sub 10. But
Yeah.
but great guy, lots of fun. He had a blast. He was super nice. They have an event in January.
They
January
have a mile too, I saw.
indoor, yeah.
So how are they doing that? 2 laps of
Yeah,
something?
2 laps inside the gym. Yeah. It's big. So 2 laps inside the gym, it should be just fine.
Okay. Hmm.
I went and checked it out and it wasn't too bad. But yeah, and I mean it was great. And then again, like farm girls, it's so funny because back in the original race we had there, we had like one farm girl, and this time there had to be like 20 of them going, just
Yeah.
all doing different things and very excited.
That's awesome.
But yeah, that was it. It was another great day. So if you're looking for another DEKA gym or gym in Mississauga, check out Battle Arts Academy. If you're looking for one in Strathroy in the London area, go to Fit Farm, and if you need one in Milton, go to Farm Girl.
Yeah, so they have a strong and a mile the same weekend coming up in January,
Yes.
which is pretty cool. It's kind of nice to do it that way.
And that'll be like prime. Let's start getting our first efforts in for this. And
Yeah.
mind you, next weekend, yeah, not this weekend, but next weekend is Pure Impact's got a strong going on as well. So there's lots of times, and
Mhm.
Fort Lauderdale's getting close. But yeah, so I mean, we didn't have a lot of time today. We wanted to get out there. We're late, but I'll get this done quickly, and we just want to make sure. And I wanted to talk about Best Event because I'm really anxious to do it
Yeah, and if anybody gives it a try, let me know. Let me know how their time was.
and video it. I'm going to video mine so you can see all the carnage.
Sounds good.
All right, everybody. Beth, take us home.
Thanks so much, everyone, for listening. A little bit later today, but I mean, life happens. So have a good weekend, everyone, and just keep crushing it.
Take care.